Jake Miller wasn't the kind of man you'd expect to be betrayed. At 34, he had a steady job in real estate, a cozy home outside of Columbus, Ohio, and a wife he adored. Tanya had been the light of his life since they met 6 years ago. She was sharp, witty, and carried a presence that could hush a room. But lately, Jake had felt something shift. It started small. A missed dinner here, a cold shoulder there. Then came the late nights, the quiet phone calls behind closed doors, and the sudden change in passwords on her phone. Jake didn't want to believe it, but the gut never lies. "I've just been busy with work, babe," Tanya would say with a forced smile. Jake tried to dismiss it, tried to convince himself he was overthinking. But denial has a short shelf life. One Thursday night, Tanya said she was heading out to a girls' night with her friend Clara. Something about her voice was off. Clara, thankfully, had always liked Jake. So he called her. "Hey Clara, just checking in." Tanya made it okay? A pause. "Jake. Tanya's not with me tonight." That was all it took. The illusion shattered. Jake didn't scream. He didn't punch walls or drown in whiskey. He quietly thanked Clara and hung up. His world was falling apart, but he stayed calm. Because if Tanya wanted a game, he would give her one she'd never forget. He went to the garage, found the box labeled camper stuff, and pulled out the small GoPro he used on camping trips. By 3 a.m., it was installed, silent, hidden, right in their bedroom ceiling fan vent. Jake spent the next few days pretending everything was normal. He kissed Tanya goodbye in the mornings, shared dinner conversations in the evenings, and even massaged her shoulders when she complained about office stress. But inside, his mind was focused, sharp as a blade. Every night, after Tanya left or went to bed, Jake would retrieve the memory card from the hidden GoPro and review the footage on his laptop. For 2 nights, nothing happened. Just silence, just sleep. Then came Friday. Jake's heart pounded as he watched the footage. Tanya had come home from yoga, but she wasn't alone. A man followed her in, a man Jake knew all too well. Eric Dawson. His co-worker. His friend. His fishing buddy. Jake stared at the screen, stunned, as Tanya threw her arms around Eric's neck and kissed him like a woman possessed. They didn't even make it to the bedroom right away. It was raw, unapologetic. And cruel. Jake paused the video. He couldn't watch more. But he knew one thing for sure now. He had all the proof he needed. The betrayal didn't break him. It awakened something cold, calculating. He didn't yell, didn't confront. He clicked, save as, and titled the file Endgame. Jake spent the weekend building his case. He backed up the video to 3 different drives. He also started forwarding suspicious texts from Tanya's phone to his own via a syncing app he'd secretly installed. Meanwhile, he met with a discreet lawyer, Rachel Connors. She had a reputation for handling silent divorces with ruthless efficiency. She cheated. "You've got video evidence?" she asked, brows raised. "I have everything. I just don't want to burn it all down. I want to take it all, legally." Rachel smiled. "Then we'll play the long game. But you need to move fast." Within a week, Jake moved 70% of the couple's liquid savings into a personal account, perfectly legal, since Tanya hadn't contributed to most of it. Next came the property. Since their home was purchased under Jake's name before marriage, he filed paperwork to ensure Tanya wouldn't have a claim beyond basic divorce rights. Rachel guided him every step. But Jake wasn't done yet. He began planning a fake real estate investment, offering Eric the opportunity to partner with him on a deal in Texas. Eric, greedy and always chasing easy money, jumped at the chance. "Just $20,000 up front," Jake said casually. "We flip it, we split the profits." Eric didn't hesitate. He wired the money in 2 days. Jake deposited it in a new account, one in Tanya's name. Jake invited Tanya and Eric to dinner under the pretense of celebrating a promotion he never actually got. They showed up smiling, Tanya clinging to Eric like they were high school sweethearts. The nerve of them, Jake thought. Still pretending. I just wanted to say, Jake said as he poured wine, how grateful I am to have two people I once trusted so much in one room. Eric smirked. Tanya raised a brow. What do you mean, once trusted? She asked. Jake turned on the TV mounted on the wall. One click on the remote, and the footage played. Tanya and Eric. Kissing. Laughing. Stripping. The color drained from both their faces. Jake, Tanya stammered. Don't, he interrupted. I gave you years. Loyalty. Love. And you gave me this. He turned to Eric. You wired me $20,000 for a fake property. Guess what? That money's in Tanya's name. You won't see it again. And neither will she. Eric stood up. You son of a... Sit down, Jake growled. I could have destroyed you both publicly. But I chose better. I chose quiet ruin. He handed Tanya divorce papers already filed. You'll sign this. You'll get nothing but what the court mandates. No alimony. No house. No sympathy. Tanya started to cry. Jake, please. I was lonely. You were always busy. I was busy building a life for us. You tore it down for some cheap thrill. Jake looked at them one last time, calm and collected. This dinner's over. You both are free now. But freedom has a cost. He walked out of the house he once shared with Tanya, the weight on his shoulders finally lifting. 2 months later, Tanya was living in a small apartment above a diner where she now worked nights. Eric ghosted her the day after Jake exposed everything. He had no money left, no job. Jake had quietly leaked his affair to HR, citing a violation of workplace ethics. Jake, on the other hand, had moved to Asheville, North Carolina. A fresh start. He bought a small cabin, adopted a golden retriever named Scout, and started journaling. One day, while hiking, he met a woman named Elise, funny, kind, and honest. She asked about his past, and he told her. I lost something once, Jake said. But I found peace. Elise smiled. Sometimes peace is the best kind of revenge. Jake nodded. For the first time in years, he felt whole. The end.